I'm currently having the pleasure of entertaining my mother at our house on what I would refer to as a vacation for her. And it's an interesting dynamic for me because, as you know, in the writing of my book, I Never Noticed, there are additional chapters in this story that are beginning to emerge. And the best thing you can do when you're writing, and I think everybody has a book in them, I know I certainly do, the best thing you can do when you're writing is take the events that are taking place and put them down on paper. Whether you write them with a pen or whether you type them or whether you use Dragon, which is something I also like to use, where I can actually dictate orally to a microphone and it'll print it on a document for me. But in watching Mother, it's been an interesting experience. Last night, we were having coffee together. Mother is a big fan of decaffeinated coffee. The reason why she drinks decaf coffee is, of course, twofold. I'm the same as her. If I drink caffeine, and I do that, let's say, after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going to find myself having trouble sleeping at night. I'm going to be tossing and turning. It wires me. It makes me fidget. So I've learned to enjoy decaf coffee. Mother not only has the same propensity, but also Mother's medications that she's taking to help make the Alzheimer's slow down and not be so fast in its dropping and fading. That interferes, the caffeine interferes with the work of the medicine. So Mom likes to drink decaffeinated coffee. Well, last night I brought her cup of coffee. She was in her pajamas and ready to go, and she wanted to sit down and drink her coffee. So I poured myself a cup of coffee, went in there and sat down with her. This is where things get really, really interesting. It becomes a lot of fun. Mom and I talk, and I get to listen to her, and I hear her stories, and I think, what's going on in her mind? This is an amazing time. It's a time of life. It's a time of awakening. It's a time of reality, and it's also a time that's very precious. Mother will come to me sometimes and she'll say, "Son, is there anything I can do for you? Can I help with something? Can I wash dishes, help you make food? Can I help you make up the bed or anything like that?" And I'll say, "No, no, 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 no. Welcome to the Chateau Morrow. You are a guest. You are here. It's an all-inclusive resort. You have everything waiting for you, Mama." And so my mother, we bring her coffee when she wants to have it. Sometimes she doesn't even have to ask for it. I'll just bring in a cup of coffee and she'll look at me with a big old smile and she'll be so thankful for that cup of coffee. It's like a gift. And she takes it with such joy and with a great smile. And of course, Mother loves, have you ever heard of Little Debbie? Oh, yeah. I'm not talking about a girlfriend I had whose by the name was Debbie, and she was somewhat diminutive. But no, Little Debbie are these cakes and stuff. And what made them famous for me in my life is that growing up in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area, just northeast of Chattanooga, there's a town called Collegedale. And in Collegedale, Tennessee, there is a bakery. And this bakery is where they make Little Debbie. So when you go into the stores and you see the Little Debbie cakes and pies, all of that high carbohydrate, high sugar, totally not good for your bones, not good for your blood, not good for your health food, but wonderfully delicious and sweet and tasty. Well, she loves Little Debbie snack cakes, oatmeal cream pies. And so I always buy a supply and keep them in the house. So I was walking into the room with her cup of coffee, and I handed her her cup of coffee, and then I handed her her Little Debbie snack cake. And she was so thrilled and excited. And then I took my cup of decaf coffee and I sat down on the couch with her. And we just talked. And the whole time we're talking, even though Mother is fading more and more, the pictures on the wall in the room in front of her are photographs of our family. There are pictures of her, my father, and a plethora of photographs of Donna and I, and in particular our son, Donald, who will be 36 his next birthday. Mom looks at those pictures. She gets a big smile on her face. She says, "That is the most beautiful child I have ever seen." And I would think to myself, you would say that, Mom. After all, that's your grandson. So the time that I spend with Mother, already knowing, as you have seen from the conversations we've shared together, that she, with Alzheimer's, is in this decline and that there is a fading process taking place, and the day is going to come, and it's coming soon, I'm afraid, where she will not even recognize me or Donna, much less her grandson, her own children. And, of course, Now she's even beginning to fail to recognize my father in the photographs that we have of him. Sad, yes. But what it tells me is this, and this is what I give to you. The time you spend with that loved one, while they have a few bits of memory that they can cling to and they can connect with, while they still have the ability to listen to a funny story and laugh, or you can remember an event that occurred when you were a child that your mother was involved in and it made her laugh when she thought about it. The part of being a caregiver and having a family member with Alzheimer's that is most joyful is the moments when you can sit and talk and share and do those things that loved ones do with each other. Just savor every second that you have with them. Tomorrow's not promised. Even this day that I'm talking to you, there's no guarantee you'll see the sunset or the light of another day. I'm not a doom and gloom person. I'm just simply saying, begin to understand. Alzheimer's is not just about helping people overcome a terrible disease. Alzheimer's is about you learning and becoming a greater effect for people. I'm John Morrow. It's a pleasure talking to you. I'll look forward to sharing with you again soon.